We're here doing a movie hunting video in Texas at the Movie Trading Company, and who am I with?
Mark Pierce.
Because we're out here filming Strix, and you're playing a part in the film.
Yes.
But you're not. You're a detective in the film, and I was asking you, like, what's a good place? It's like a movie place. It's like a used store to check out. And you were saying this is the biggest one.
This is it. And I found some great things like Blood Sombreros, which was Abel Berry's first movie. I found some copies of that here. I found a lot of old horror films here. This is a wonderful place.
And I'm still wearing this like all black because that's my wardrobe in the movie, so I'm still in all this stuff.
Well, that's pretty much what I wear anyway.
Yeah.
You know, we're in Texas where it's hot. We should not be wearing black.
Yes. No, I know. It's definitely not the thing to wear today.
No.
So as I always say, let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we can find something in there.
Yes.
So we're headed on into the Movie Trading Company. Yay. Yeah, but in here though, there's some really interesting stuff in here, and they have like some 4Ks in here, like they have the Maniac 4K in here, but as you see, this place is huge. Like, look at how much this place goes back. This is all like pop back there and a whole bunch of stuff. There's no music on right now, so. But I saw some interesting stuff in here. Like I saw some Scream Factory stuff over here. Like, what was the one I saw? I saw The Hills Run Red here for only $19.99, which is actually a really good price for that one. That one just came out like a couple weeks back from a Shout Factory, Scream Factory line. But there's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff in here. A bunch of different, Shout Factory titles and stuff like that. Dream Demon, they have some Arrow Video stuff. This one just came out, Black Rainbow. That came out a couple weeks back. Yeah, but you were right, this place has definitely got some really interesting stuff. Like, it seems like a really good selection of things in here.
Oh yeah, this is where I come personally.
No, and I haven't
started building up my old horror films that I didn't have.
No, and I haven't seen one that has like this kind of like more obscure stuff and like that. And there's some stuff here locked up. I wonder if this is some of their out-of-print stuff in here, or some of this. I wonder if they have a lot of out-of-print mixed in, because it's kind of a mixture of used stuff, isn't it? Like used and then new stuff.
Yes, they'll have all the new stuff, and then all the rest of the store is actually used. They have used toys, used video games, DVDs, Blu-rays. So everything that you see usually with the yellow sticker, that's all stuff that's been sold and then repurposed back on the shelves.
That's cool. No, there's nothing like this in San Diego or in my area at all where it's like a big place like this at all anymore. Because Amoeba Records, they closed and they're reopening in a new location. But it's not going to be like, I don't think, anywhere near as big as it used to be. You were saying too, it's an interesting thing they have in here. Anything in here you can rent. So you were telling me that they have this sticker on it. It's this yellow sticker. That means it's been rented.
Right. And then they discount the price because they want $21.99
for new.
Or $17.99.
That's an interesting thing. So anything in this entire store. So it's literally anything somebody can rent.
Yes. Even
the TV shows. That's definitely. I've never seen anywhere has it like that. So that's pretty cool, though. Yeah. So this is kind of cool. All the VHS tapes in here are all $1. So that's really cool. And those wondering, I do have hand sanitizer in my hand, but that's really cool. Look at how many VHS tapes there are. Like, look at all these ones here. Like, so many ones. I wish Danny the Cinderstalker was here with me, because we'd be going through this forever. I'm in like a break from filming, so I'm only going to be in here a little bit, but I'm just trying to talk over the music if music comes on. But here's like the horror section here. Let's see anything interesting. This looks like, I think this is the horror. Is this the horror and science fiction kind of section here? So it's kind of like a mixture right here. I'm trying to find if there's like one that's all horror. This looks like horror here. Let's see anything. The Dead Shack there. I think I remember that one was being pretty good. Dawn of the Dead remake, the Shout Factory one. Dark Tide. Child's Play, Scream Factory in here. Dead End Drive-In, that's like a great movie. I've watched that movie so many times throughout the years. And those wondering, though, I do have hand sanitizer and everything, so I'm going to sanitize my hand after I'm done and everything, though. But yeah, definitely some really, really cool stuff in here. And they have a thing in here like anyone that's $3.99 or 4 for $12. The $5.99 titles are 4 for $20, and then the $9.90 ones are 4 for $30. So yeah, there's some like more obscure stuff in here. So there's definitely a lot of like stuff mixed in, and to see like April Fool's Day in person. They even have like the this is the Australian. Was this the Australian release of that one, or the UK one? I believe this was the Australian one. So they even have the cult version, the cinema cult version of that one as well. And over here, though, with these VHS tapes, they have like some of the ones over here that are 12 for $10. So these are all like kids ones and like Disney clamshells. And I wonder if there's any like really obscure ones mixed in here. You kind of have to look at some of this stuff. But over here, these ones, these are the 99-cent ones, but these ones here are 12 for $10. So that's the same as the ones over there. But there's definitely some serious deals in here. Like, I don't know a whole lot when it comes to out-of-print VHS too much, the ones to look for, but I don't see any big box, horror big box. Those ones would be really cool to see. This one here, Identity Crisis. Yeah, over here though in the TV section here, there's like a lot of more obscure stuff that you don't see so often in here, like this Dick Van Dyke thing here, the complete series, Dick Van Dyke and Company, which I never had seen that in my life. I don't remember seeing that in any stores or anything like that, but a lot of stuff like Dirty Jobs and Dr. Katz and stuff that you don't see too often in places anymore. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too like all the really like typical stuff that you see again and again. They even have a section over here of HD DVDs. So that's kind of cool, like a whole section in here of just HD DVDs here. This was actually, I think I've talked about this in the past a couple times, but when it came to like HD, this was actually the thing that I got first. For some reason, I was like, I don't know why, I thought that like HD was going to be the one that like took off and it was going to like be the big hit, and it turned out not being the case at all. So I bought like a handful of them, and then I probably had it for like, I don't know, maybe like, I think like 6 or 7 months, then it went totally flopped. Then I switched over to Blu-ray. So, but I still have some of them there, and there are a few things too that have never come to Blu-ray. They were only on HD DVD. I don't know for sure offhand all of them, but I remember there are a handful of ones here. It doesn't seem like they're playing any music in here now. I have to like kind of just talk over any time when they don't have any music for the little bit of time and stuff in here. These are kind of funny to see again too. These South Park Volume 1s. These are the ones I remember were these ones when these were first coming out. I was like buying these ones like crazy because they didn't release the show as a seasons back in the day, like these season sets. They released them like these in these volumes. So I remember having like all of these ones. I don't think I've actually seen these ones in person in years and years. They even have this one down there, the Underpants Gnomes, and the Timmy one, the Spirit of Christmas one there, or South Park Christmas and South Park. Like I said, it's really funny to see those ones again. I have literally not come across them anywhere in so many years. But like I was saying, this place is so huge. There's so much stuff in here, and it's one of those kind of things where you kind of get like a little bit like overwhelmed because you see so much stuff in here. And like I was going through all the sections, and basically though everything is kind of separated. Some of the stuff, it doesn't look like there's like a horror section. I was trying to find one that was like 100% horror only. It seems like it's all kind of like mixed together, so like all the ones are together. So you kind of have to, if you come in here, you want to know what you're looking for. With me though, it's always hard to know exactly, and this particular spot here doesn't seem to be bad with the music, so I can really show it well here. But yeah, they have these things like locked up, these kind of cases and stuff like that. But definitely a very, very cool place. Really glad to have gotten to check this out. And if you guys have ever been to this, one of these locations, because I heard Mark was telling me that they have other locations of this. It's not just like one place. But a lot of stuff in here, like Sweet Valley High, Swamp Thing, the complete series. You don't see that one very much at all. Survivor Man. So a lot of like kind of obscure kind of stuff, like I was saying, that you don't see too often. And I like that, because some used stores, it's always like the same sort of stuff that you always see so many times. And it doesn't seem to be like that at all in here. Yeah, Mark, I was saying how like this store, it has so much more obscure stuff, because sometimes when you go to used stores, it's the same stuff like Harry Potter, and you know, I mean, you see the same things.
Mainstream stuff.
The mainstream, exactly. And this place seems to be
like, goes back to the 90s. It's just
it's like
hodgepodge of everything.
I know. I like that places like this still exist. You know what I mean? Because they're harder to find, but it's really cool when you find it.
I mean, this is the biggest one that I know about, because a lot of the other ones closed, and there's a few more locations like this, but they're a lot smaller. So this is my warehouse of movies that I love.
So this is the main place that you come with, like, so people coming out to Texas, this is where you would say, to, at least to the Dallas area, you'd recommend this?
Definitely. I mean, that's the reason I brought you here. I
think
when it's this kind of stuff, this is the place to come from.
And people don't know, we met on Full Moon's movie. We didn't actually meet then. We met after. We were on set, but we didn't know on the Ouija's movie.
Right.
So that was kind of like how I first knew you, was on that. But I didn't know you yet until like a week or two later.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing. This is a weird show. Do you remember this Rex the Runt? When everyone used to, this was kind of like Bob and Margaret, or was it like what was the one, Wallace and Gromit? But I think it might have been the same people. Yeah. And this one didn't take off.
Yeah. In fact, you know, I was excited. Did you hear they're doing a remake of Beavis and Butthead?
I know. It's going to go on to Comedy Central this time. So I wonder if they're going to, like, instead of like music videos, because remember they moved it back to MTV like 7 years ago, and they were watching clips of like Jersey Shore and stuff. So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same type of thing, but now to be like Comedy Central shows, like maybe they'll be watching something like that. I don't know.
Right, instead of the whole music thing.
Because there's not as much music videos.
No, there's not.
Yeah, but like I was saying though, this is such a cool place. Really glad to have gotten to check this place out, and so much cool stuff. So if I'm ever back in this area again too, I'll definitely come back here when I have more time, because I'm on kind of like a time crunch. But you really do see some cool stuff in here, like Nightmare Beach here, to come across that in here in person. This was from, you know, Kino released this one. There's a lot of Kino ones in here. Night Patrol, you never see these ones in stores, very seldom do you. So there's definitely some very cool stuff to come across in here. In here too, they had these really cool grab bag mystery things. They were like mystery, contains up to 50 CDs, 20 DVDs for $15. So these are really cool things. But like I was saying, this is a very cool place in here. They also had, that was cool, a whole section here of all Steelbook releases. So they had like the Weird Science, Arrow Video Steelbook there, a handful of them, like and they're all kind of ones from different stores, like Best Buy exclusive ones. So definitely a very cool place. And I know there's a couple of different locations of this one. I don't know if they're in other states besides Texas, but I know Texas has a handful of these ones. But really cool place. Really glad to have gotten to check this one out. So Mark, were you saying you got in there?
I got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, the Arrow video version.
Which is a great movie. I rewatched that again not long ago. And I got, let me see if I can show you with one hand here. I don't know if I can even show it. I don't think I can. Can you grab the bag? Let me see. You hold it, and I'll take it out.
All right.
So I got,
so instead of an unboxing, we're having an
unbagging.
Yeah.
I got the one I showed, The Hills Run Red in there. I bought that. And then this show, I was telling you that I really like this when it was on, and I haven't watched this in years. The show The Riches, which is like one of those shows, I think it only lasted like maybe 2 seasons, and then it kind of ended with a cliffhanger and never really got finished. And you bought something in there too. You bought...
Oh yeah, I did. I bought, and I already autographed it.
Yeah.
I bought a copy
of your
Lake Fear.
Lake Fear, the movie that you're in.
Yes.
Yeah, so you bought it, your own movie. But you didn't autograph it yourself, though, did you?
Actually, I did. I asked him for a Sharpie so that I could autograph this, so that I could hand it to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
So that you could have a...
I appreciate it. Well, thank you for the autographed copy.
There you go.
Yes.
Now it's graffiti.
Yes. Well, thanks, Mark, for taking me out here. It definly was a place I really liked to see it, so it was really cool.
Yeah, it was great hanging out with you, running around, looking at old movies.
Yeah, it was a cool spot.
Yes.
Well, anyway, though, guys, like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later.